Om Shri Sai Ram. My most humble prostrations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagawan. My humble Sai Rams to our revered and respected elders, our sisters and brothers, and to all the wonderful children of the loving Sai family. I take this opportunity once again of welcoming all of you to yet another divine edition of Saicast. It is my pleasure to place before all of you today the divine message of Bhagawan, which is titled Universal Human Misery is a Self-Created Problem. The divine message which is being released today is a very special and an open message conveyed by our beloved Bhagawan for all of mankind. Through this message, Bhagawan highlights the problems of people in general, its causes and its effects, and how humans themselves are solely responsible for their present state of life the world over. Bhagawan mentions that despite endowing man with special attributes since birth, he does not make use of any of them. On the contrary, man has become a slave of his mind and his senses, because of which he faces and undergoes various problems in life. It is this weakness of man of being a slave to his senses that has led the world to its present chaotic state, says Bhagavan. Let us now listen to the divine message as dictated by Bhagawan. Sai Ram. Om Shri Sai Ram. Universal human misery is a self-created problem. Most of the problems which people are facing today all over the globe are all self-created problems. For these self-created problems, they must not blame God. God has nothing to do with the self-created problems of people. You have created it, and so you only have to solve it. It is as simple as that. Your problems or your sufferings pertaining to your Purva Janma, that is, your past life's karmas, which you are now undergoing, have also been created by you only. Is it not so? Yes, it is. So for those problems also which you are facing now, God should not be blamed. God is out of the purview of your karmic charts and tables. God has given each and every one of you the power to discriminate. Additionally, God has placed Himself inside every human being's body only to guide each of you onto the right path. You should be aware of this fact. However, if you do not wish to listen to God's repeated promptings from within, but instead listens and obeys to what your mind and senses direct you to do, then God has no business to assist such humans or interfere in your life. You have undertaken the action, so you will have to suffer or enjoy its consequences based purely on the karma which you have created. When this is the universal reality on earth, with almost 90% of its occupants, then what can God do? He is just helpless. Therefore, God just remains silent and goes into sleep mode, just like your computer systems when they are kept on but unused for long hours. Just like in your computers, God too wakes up within you only after you tap Him a couple of times. Well, you are heavy crying and wailing out due to the unbearable pain and agony caused by your own karmas. Is what actually taps Him and wakes Him up from His deep sleep mode within you. It is only then, after God sees your pathetic and pitiable condition, and after taking into consideration everything about you and screening you from every angle, that out of His infinite compassion, He intervenes to mitigate your sufferings and give you some peace of mind. But even after receiving all this kindness and compassion of God, when later on you still prefer to conveniently forget Him, then God gives you a small or a big jolt depending upon the degree of your ungratefulness. As on date, this is the reality of the human world and the human life therein. So, how do you blame God for all the pain and sufferings that the humans in general are undergoing the world over? You need not, you should not, and you must not therefore blame God. Analyze yourself, each one of you, using your own God given gift of self analysis with the help of the X ray machine installed within yourself in the form of God's light and truth, and then come to a genuine conclusion about what the humans have done on Mother Earth yet again. Blaming others outside is very easy, but blaming yourself for your plight is very difficult. Everyone feels, I am good and I am perfect. But that is hardly the truth. Only God knows best. I have therefore been repeatedly saying since several yugas, surrender yourself and your actions at the lotus feet of God and save yourself from this mess. God will always help all His children who loves Him deeply with their whole heart. So, my dear children, read this message and just think over it, act over it, read it often, and also spread this message far and wide. It applies equally to all humans everywhere. My love and blessings. Your Baba. Jai Sai Ram.